Hello, my beautiful trap stars. It's your favorite spiritual pusher, Queen Celine. And we're gonna get into this message, honey, okay? So there's gonna come a point in time when you're gonna need to stand your ground, okay, with the people that you love, all right? And you know, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, when it comes to the people that you love, especially in romantic endeavors, I feel like you are very understanding and you're very forgiving. And I feel like, you know, really someone has to mess up numerous times for you to kind of start falling back, okay? And so within that, this is most definitely going to be a love reading, okay? Because I've already, you know, premeditated on the cards and got some information out. But whoever this is for, whoever this message is for, I feel like you are that type of person. You're that type of energy. Like, you know, you will thug it out, baby. You will ride out. But when you get to that point where you've had enough, boom. You know what I'm trying to say? You've had enough. And whoever this person is that we're going to tap into their energy, this is one of those things where you're really going to have to stand your ground in this in order for you to be able to handle what's about to occur, okay? Now, whether this is a test or not, I'm not quite sure, but we're going to get into this message. So neither here nor there. A special welcome back to all my OG subscribers. I love you guys deep. If you are new to this channel, he, she, they, them, and all of my readings, okay? Flip it, twist, reverse it, however you need to. However, if it do not fit, do not make it stick, okay? We do not give our power away to tarot, oracle, or its readers over here in this trap house, okay? So let's get into this message. I feel like there's shit all over me and nothing is on me. Guys, what the fuck? I feel like there's shit all over me. And so I feel like whatever this energy is, it's like you can't get out of it. It's like it's kind of stuck to you, right? So listen, like I said, you're going to need to stand your ground about something, okay? You're going to need to stand your ground. And this could be coming in around the full moon, right? Whatever this energy is. Now, around the new moon, excuse me. And I was going to say it's crazy because we just had a full moon. No, the moon's about to, when we step into this new moon, there's going to be a time where you're going to have to stand your ground, okay? And again, I feel like this is coming in rather quickly, okay? And this is in regards to a person that you love, okay? And a person that truly, I can say, love you as well. And so, something occurred that led to this being over with, okay? With this being over with, like something has happened, okay? And, you know, I feel like you had to take the time to spiritually realign yourself, okay? 777 could be following you, but most importantly, this is confirmation because we're in a trap house, right? And so this is talking about a spiritual realignment is about to occur. And it's asking you to tap into your gifts, tap into your talents, tap into what you know. You're one of those people where you just be knowing, okay? You just be knowing, don't know how, whatever, but you know what's true, right? Give me 1 minute, guys. A lot of y'all not getting in front of the camera is crazy work, but here we are, okay? I didn't go to work today and I told myself, bitch, you about to work. So here we are working, okay? So I feel like this person was dealing with other people, and I feel like that they were treating other people better than how they were treating you, which is crazy. But yet they kept coming back to you, or they kept dealing with you because you have some sort of sex magic, okay? They feel rejuvenated when they're with you. They start getting good luck, things of that sort. You know, when you're a spiritual person and you are flying at the highest vibration, everything that you touch shall heal, okay? Especially for my divine feminine women, okay? Masculine too, but you know what I'm trying to say. Everything that you touch shall heal. And so I feel like you started investigating. 2 + 2 = 4, ho. girl math. I feel like you started investigating, and I feel like, at some point you were able to find a sneaky link, or you were able to tell that this person was dealing with someone else, whether you looked at their WhatsApp app or whatever the case may be. I feel like, they were talking to someone else, okay? And not only were they talking to this person, but they were whining and dining this person, okay? We got shopping sprees. Like, this person could have acted like they didn't have nothing with you, and maybe the reason why they didn't have anything is because they was spending it on this other person, or the little bit of change that was coming through, the little bit of coins that they did have in their pocket, they was tricking it off on this other person, okay? So, again, Spirit is calling for you to stand your ground, because I feel like this person needs to come back in for that re-up, okay? And when they come back in for this re-up, you're going to have to be able to say no is no and stand on it being no. I don't care what sob story they give you. I don't care what they say happens. You know what I'm trying to say? We have a where at the bottom of this deck, okay? So I don't care what it is that they're trying to say. I don't care what it is that they said that they have going on, whatever the case may be. Spirit is really like, babe, you have to stand your ground on this, okay? A lot of you could have been depressed about this person, okay? Some of you guys could have gained weight, just dealing with whatever this is, or you've been eating yourself out of a house and a home. If that's the case, that's very low vibrational. So I need you to put the food down. As a woman who eats herself out of her emotions, I get it, but Spirit is calling for you to put the food down. Like, now is not the time, okay? For some of you guys, this person could have ghosted you without closure, or they could have honestly started some sort of argument or some bullshit that made you guys stop talking. Like, they did this on purpose, okay? This person could have multiple baby mamas, and you might be one of them, okay? We have A, B, C, D, and E. So this person could very well have one of these initials in their name, first or last, or a nickname, or you could, okay? It's just confirmation, babe. But, Spirit is saying give thanks for what you now know, what you were able to receive, out of this. Give thanks for the fact that you allowed yourself to love, to love this person, to love again through all the bullshit that you had going on. But most importantly, it's time to forgive yourself and release. My hair is crazy. This is why I don't, y'all, I'm worried about all the wrong shit. This is why I don't get on camera. But back to the work at hand. You need to forgive yourself and release, okay? Because whatever this is, it sets you up to basically be able to look at yourself and to say, I've never deserved this. I never deserved this from this person. I never deserved this from the other from no one, okay? I know these are backwards, and I apologize because I have the camera on me. Maybe I need to flip the camera so I can't see myself, okay? But in the process of forgiving yourself, you're going to see that this sets you up to be able to attract real love within yourself, and then real love moving forward, okay? We have fast and listen. So again, if you are eating yourself out of a house and a home, you need to go on some sort of fast, because you need to be able to get closer to God, and you need to be able to listen. So for a lot of you guys, I hate to say this, we have toxic father, then toxic masculine on the back. I feel like the reason why you attract these type of people, or this circumstance that you're in, I hate to say it, babe, but we got to speak truth over here. The reason why you attract this type of love in your life through and through, because this ain't the first time, okay? But we're going to hope and pray, and give thanks and give gratitude that this is the last time, okay? Because I feel like you've had some sort of toxic father in your life. Maybe you didn't have a father, or maybe your father wasn't shit, or maybe you did have a father, but you watched how they treated women, or however they treated you, whatever. I feel like you have daddy issues, daddy wounds, and I feel like however your father was, whether he was in your life or out of your life, whatever emotion that you bottled up and bottled inside since you were a little girl, little boy, whatever, I feel like that showed up in the people that you dated, okay? So, if you're a feminine, if you're a girl, a female, then every man that you dated was your father one way or another, whether they wasn't shit, whether they were a womanizer, whether they were weren't present in your life, just ghosting you and all this shit. Like, it comes down to that. And if you are a masculine watching this, and this is how you treat people, and this is your situation, you know, you're that toxic masculine due to your father. Okay, you didn't have a dad around, you didn't have anyone to teach you real love besides your mother, and you ended up growing up hating women and being, you know, this toxic masculine energy. Like, it is what it is. I hate to say that, okay? It is what it is. So, you know, back to the work at hand. So whoever you are, baby, you're pressure, okay? Whoever you are, you're pressure. And, you know, I feel like you know this. I feel like you're confident within yourself. But then here we are in this same pattern, in this same cycle that you tend to find yourself in time after time again. Know what I'm trying to say? And so this is coming from something that's way deeper than self. This is coming from traumatic childhood wounds, dealing with a masculine energy. Some of you guys could have, you know, been molested or, you know, things of that sort growing up. And, you know, if so, I'm so sorry. But that could be that thing that you might have thought you healed because time went by and you could talk about it, but there's trauma in your womb, and there's trauma in your heart, and then it shows up in dating these type of men who are emotionally unavailable, dating men who are already in relationships, dating men who are deadbeat, you know, because inside, whether you want to agree with me or not, you feel that energy inside of you. Now, y'all know I'm going to school to become a professional counselor, so we're not gonna tap into that. I think I'm gonna start saving the techniques and the skills that I'm learning for my other page, because my other page is all about perspective, truth, and, you know, self-awareness. So I think I'm gonna save those type of TED Talks for that page. But baby, let me tell you, you are a product of your environment, okay? When you think back to that little child, you know, your childhood memories and things, when you think back to that little child within you, you know, today who you are is due to that. Whether it's good or bad, whether it's lesson learned or it's toxicity, this is just what it is. And so you have to go in and start healing these things that made you who you were today, or that makes you who you are today. You know, you dealt with a lot of fake love. Look, I split the deck and we have new love on one side and fake lover on the other side. You dealt with a lot of fake lovers. You dealt with a lot of people that, you know, swore they were gonna love you and love you the right way, and they didn't. And in order for you to actually receive new love, or in order for you to actually, you know, get to this point where you start dating people who are worth your wow, who are your worth and then some, you have to be ready to build. You have to build yourself up, okay? You have to build yourself up, babe. Like, stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with these people. Stop telling yourself, you know, like, stop allowing, you know, fuck buddies. Stop allowing people to come in your life who don't have no purpose, who don't have no meaning. Stop allowing people in your life who can't even do shit for themselves. Okay, I seen energy budget somewhere. Boom, energy budget. You are giving out all this free electricity and you're not receiving anything in return, and then instead you're pumping through your body this nothing that you're receiving, and it's just not, it's not good, babe. It's not good. Whether you are, you know, eating your feelings, whether you are just talking to people who you don't really like, but you need that energy. You want someone to feel love, to feel like they love you, or you want to feel like you have the upper hand in things. Okay, someone could be born in February, March, or April. Okay, or this could have been an ongoing experience that you're dealing with right now, or, you know, since February, whatever the case may be. But it's time for you to have a wake-up call. It's time for you to literally look at yourself in the mirror and call yourself out on this bullshit. The bullshit that has happened in the past that now as an adult you allow. Okay? Yes, there will always be love. Yes, there will always be new love. Yes, there's always going to be niggas and bitches too. I mean, always. But at what point are you going to stop this pattern and welcome in something that is way above anything that you've ever had, something that is your equal or greater. Okay, it's time to have this emotional talk with yourself, because for whoever you are, this person, you know, they may come back around. Absolutely. We have texts now. They might be trying to text you from fake numbers. They might be calling you from burner accounts, whatever the case may be, looking you up on social media, all types of shit. And this can be all types of exes, all types of people that you fucked with. This can just be people across the board coming in because they know that you do that thing that you do. And you did it with them once, and you did it with them twice, and some of y'all did it with them 3 times. Now you mad because they showing up? You take pride in being being that one person that gets away, that they always want to come back to. But what did it cost you? Why are they allowed to come back? You've let them come back. Why did you even allow yourself to be in that position to even have to get away from? These are the things that you have to ask yourself, babe. Okay? Now, for some of you, if this person can finally get a hold of you, you guys are going to have this emotional phone call, okay? 414, your heart knows. Like, you know, you guys are going to have this emotional phone call, but your heart knows what's true and what's not. And, you know, in order to break this cycle, it all starts with you. You have to be the one that says enough is enough. You have to be the one that puts in the work, okay? You can't just walk around here being unbothered, or walk around here, you know, saying, well, at least every person I dated, you know, want me back. Like, that's not a... If you look back at the people that you dated and they want you back and they ain't shit, that's not really a fucking... That ain't no come up. That ain't nothing to brag about. Okay? You're the source that keeps on giving. You're the source that keeps on, you know, allowing these people to flow in and out. You know? But then as soon as you meet a good person and they do one fucked up thing to you, you ready to let them go. But you done let all these wild motherfuckers do anything to you. Like, at what point can you look at yourself and say enough is enough? You know, this is the talk that you have to have with yourself, baby, because you are chosen, okay? You are a chosen one. And it's time for you to start acting accordingly to that. Okay? Okay, high vibration. All you deal with is zombies. All you deal with is people who take. The winter could have been real cold for you. What was supposed to be a beautiful time could have looked real lonely for you. I hate to say it. You know, but it's because you constantly are wasting your time pleasuring people who don't deserve a goddamn thing. It's all a scam. It's all a fucking scam. And baby, you know, it starts with you. Look. 111. It starts with you. It starts with you talking with yourself. It starts with you really going underground and doing that work to understand, where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? How can I nip this in the butt? And I guarantee you it's coming. It starts with this. So it's time for you to heal your sacral chakra. It's time for you to heal your inner child. It's time for you to love all those parts of yourself that you can't understand why don't nobody love them. It's time for you to stop giving your energy and your power away. It's time for you to stop fucking around with people okay? It's time for you to heal, babe. Because no matter what, you have this sex magic about you, okay? That is always gonna bring all the boys or the girls to the yard, okay? But at some point, motherfuckers gonna need a wristband, okay? It's time to stand your ground. Stop saying you're unbothered. Stop saying you don't care. Stop making, you know, compliments out of bullshit. You're way better than this. All right, babe. I can't believe this is how the reading went, but this is what it is. Like, I love you, and I love you so much, and I love you for free. And the reason why I say all the time, I love you for free, is because how many times have you paid a price for someone to love you and it was bullshit and it was mediocre? This conversation might not feel the best, but baby, this is a conversation that needs to be had. And anything that I say to you guys, I'm saying to me. This is time for us. It don't matter how good of a woman you are. It don't matter how good of a man you are. It don't matter how much you can love. If you don't fix what is broken inside of you, you're always going to give it up to the wrong people. This love, what I mean when I say by give it up. And the ones who truly deserve it, you're going to breadcrumb them. You think I'm lying? Look at your past and take it up until the present. All right, baby. This is the reading. This is the reading. If this reading resonated, please hit that like button. If you have not joined the Trap fam and you want to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next reading. I'm about to be pumping out reading after reading and going on TikTok live. So maybe I'll turn those into readings, okay? Peace.